you need to get yourself obviously a drill. You need some good screws, like long ones, to go through the board, these boards. So you can get like a good distance from the wall, the frame to the outside of the wall. This is a little bit thin here. You want at least, you really want 70mm distance between the frame and the formwork. 50 minimum, but I noticed there was cracks at anything under 50, this distance, it will crack against the frame. And you need a good dust mask. I've got to get a new one. When you're forming up the hempcrete, like the formwork doesn't need to be super strong. You just need a couple good screws in it. And it's best to put a block in between the frame and the formwork just to get that screw tight. I'll show you what I mean. It's really not like concreting where you need heaps of bracing. It's just a couple of screws, join them together, make sure your distance is right, make sure it's straight, unless you want to have a curved wall. Well, the other thing you can do is also put a string line on it, where you can make sure it's wider than your bracing. You don't need bracing, I mean the joins, the timber's what you join on with, like there. Make sure your string line's further than that. I'll show you how to do that later if I end up bothering with it. I'm not too worried because this is just an extension and I like it kind of rough personally. I like the curves in the walls, so for me it's fine. But I do want it straight up and down. So when you're getting ready for a hempcrete pour, get yourself a side bucket, get the bucket like this one. Get yourself a mixer. Get yourself a mask. Get yourself lots of pairs of these gloves, and I would recommend getting a real mask. Mine's just a bit shabby at the moment, so I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use this, and tomorrow buy another mask. But yeah, it's good to have like a full thing of water. Makes it really easy. Get yourself about 5 or 6 of these buckets. They're nice and spongy, and they tip in good, you know. I've tried with other buckets and I recommend these. And that's after you've done your formwork and your thingo. So the formwork can be just a bit rough. It doesn't matter. You can have it straight. I'll show you how to do that. There's my formwork. I'm just going to put a little piece here, and that's the start of it. Make sure where your door frame is, it's wide enough to put a door in, because you can cut it out later, but it's much easier if you just make sure your door fits beforehand. There's a very simple way to get your boxing straight, same as with concreting. Just need a couple screws, drill, and a few bits of timber. I'll show you. So you just get a string line and 3 little pieces of timber that they have to be the same size. Alright, so what we do is put one on each end. So the reason I get a block in here and pull it really tight, it seems to go in a bit better when it's tight on the wood. That's the block helps it get nice and tight, you know, otherwise they slip around. Okay, so I've gone too far. Come out a bit. And that is how you get your box nice and straight. 3 of these, or just the same, whatever it is. Make sure that they're the one piece of timber, so that they're all the same thickness. 1 for each end, string line on it, and then 1 to check everywhere along the board. And that is how you do it.